Okay, so today is the 28th of October, 2025. I'm 881 days into my day trading journey as an 18-year-old. So I started in June 2023. And this is basically an update on where I'm at after 2.4 years of intense hard work and dedication. I dropped out of school for this. I'm fully focused. This is the path that is going to provide me my financial freedom in life. Okay. Um, in many ways, I want to say that in the last month or so, I've finally understood day trading as a whole and the key path in order to become profitable. And the answer lies in front of our faces. By our, I mean all of us unprofitable traders. There's two steps to becoming a profitable trader. Step one, prove yourself that you have edge. Literally, this took me 2.2 years to do, 2.2 years to do. So for 2.2 years, I was basically grinding on trying to find edge. And it wasn't really until those last 3 months of that interval that I actually found edge, because I started doing the right things. And that is building an insane trading journal that tracks every confluence that I look for, and that allows me to really identify one of the high probability scenarios in my trading plan. That's step one, identify edge. And I mean, you should be collecting hundreds of trades, as a minimum 100. I've got 204 trades journaled at the moment. And what I'm really excited is in the future, being able to say that I have 500, being able to say that I have 1,000, 2,000, etc., etc., etc. The more data I have on my edge, the more longevity my trading skills will provide me, because I'll be able to say and prove that I have had edges in various different aspects and moments in the financial market. So government shutdowns, Trump being president, Trump not being president, Biden being president, blah, 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 financial crashes, etc., because I'm planning this on the long term, right? And throughout all of those times, I'll be able to track what works, what doesn't work, when to be risk on, when to be risk off. So to keep things simple, step number one, make sure you have an edge. Simple as that. And if you don't have an edge yet, if you don't have 50 to 100 trades showing you that if you keep trading this same system, all of your dreams will come true and you'll become a profitable trader, then you shouldn't be trading that edge. You need the data. That's why I have this server called the Data Den, this Discord group where we used to be 115. I've kicked out 90 people because they were inactive. And I only want to be in a group with like-minded individuals that will be putting in inputs that we can all learn from each other. The link's going to be in the bio. Obviously, it's free, all of that. I'm not making money from YouTube or from that server. So that's the main first step, number one. Prove to yourself that you have edge. And it requires for you to be honest. You have to sit down, even after 2 years, and realize that you have no edge. If it is the case for you, I don't know. It was the case for me. And then now you have to start working on what you can do in order to get an edge. The second step, once you have the proven edge, is executing that edge relentlessly, without failure, for extended periods of time. For however long you want to be a profitable trader. And this took me about a month to understand after I had proven to myself that I had an edge. And a month is a very long time, because once I had an edge, it could have been so clear, like, okay, now just stick to your plan. But I kept making these mistakes, and the government was shut down. The US government was shut down. So PA was messy, and I basically, for some reason, it still hadn't clicked to me that now all I had to do was be a patient monk, which is why I shaved my head. No, not literally, but I had to be, and I have to be now, just patient, waiting. When my edge shows up, execute perfectly, and continue executing perfectly your edge forever. If your plan is to be a profitable day trader forever. That's all you need to become profitable. And the first part takes the longest amount of time. But if you can go through whatever amount of time it takes you to prove that you have edge, collecting 100 trades, 200 trades, 200 trades is a really nice sample size. At least for me, I've come to a point now where it's really logical when to execute, when not to execute. After a day of bad trading, I know that it was completely bad trading. Even if it ends in profit, like me breaking my plan, ending in profit, I feel really guilty because I broke my plan. And if I continue doing this in the long run, I'm going to be unprofitable. But now I'm in the second stage, which is amazing to say because I'm saying this objectively. This isn't emotions rolling me or me trying to hype myself up. I am 100% in the second stage of those two stages of becoming a profitable trader. One, finding edge. Two, sticking to that edge relentlessly and forever. A really key metaphor that I was able to use in order for me to stick to my edge consistently for the past 3 weeks, so it hasn't been that long. For the past 2 weeks, it hasn't been that long, is viewing the best version of myself, the guy that sticks to my edge. So at the end of every week, I compare my performance with what my performance should have been by sticking to my plan. And usually, most weeks, the performance that I should have made is a profitable performance, is 1R, 2R, 3R, maybe 5R, whatever. It depends on how my strategy and my edge showed up during that week. And I just got really tired of comparing my performance, the way that I was mucking it up, with the other Otto, so that's my name, the other Otto who is completely sticking to the plan and making profits on a 100K fund and making 3K this week. The next week, making 6K. The next week, maybe making 1K. Like this other version of myself that is only executing his plan was at the time completely outsmarting me. Completely. He is outsmarting me. And that really motivated me to start closing in the gap between my current trading and his optimal trading. And in order for me to do that, I just have to stick to my fucking plan. And so this week so far, today's Tuesday. Yesterday I took a trade. I caught 3R by flawlessly sticking to my plan. And I'm really understanding now that I just have to do exactly what I'm doing now forever. And it doesn't sound crazy hard in the moment. Fixed risk, continue executing the same setup. That's it. So this video is not going to be that long because it doesn't require for it to be that long. But my message to you, which can be greatly beneficial to wherever you're at in your trading journey before profitability, obviously, whether you're a complete beginner or 2 years in and struggling, this message has enormous weight. And that is, stop trading until you have those 100 trades journaled. If your brain is functioning correctly, this sentence makes total sense. Or at least stop trading with big funds or whatever. Like obviously keep your demo account and keep tracking and collecting, but don't risk any money you're willing to lose. Don't start buying big prop firms. Don't start doing all of these things. Prove to yourself with data that if you keep executing this same setup, you will make profits. Get that completely solid and perfectly clear in your head. And then phase 2, just sticking to your plan. This is where all the magic happens. This is where everything you've been working for to get an edge pays off if you start sticking to your plan. So this is what I've learned since the last video. Um, I really believe that this time next year, I'll be traveling and profitable. And I know this sounds crazy to say to people that know me listening to this, and I'm not trying to put myself in a situation where I say things and they don't happen, but objectively and realistically, if I now consistently stick to my plan, great things will happen to my life. And so that's it. That's the end of the video. I'm not going to make this too long. See you guys in the next one.